Great. Thank you, Julie. Just give me one moment. Sorry about the delay. Okay. So let's get started, guys. Before I get started, how many of you guys did not come yesterday, did not attend yesterday, guys? Could you please type in a yes, please, if you have not attended yesterday? Jakir, thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate your question. I'm doing good today, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Health is wealth. Health is beyond wealth, guys. Please keep that in mind. Please take care of your health. And health is really beyond wealth, guys. I don't think we need to ask God anything if He gives us health, but we'll still try to be data scientists. We'll still try to be scientists, guys, just in a friendly way. But again, health is beyond wealth. Thank you again for that. Okay, I see a few of you guys have not attended yesterday, but there are a few of them who attended yesterday, guys. So what I'll do is I will give you the backup session in the coming up days. We have not done much yesterday. Let me continue with the stuff today, and let's try to catch up as much as we can today also, guys. Okay, so just stay tuned. I'm sure our guys will share the recordings and things like that for those of you who missed yesterday, guys. But before proceeding further, let me come back here. Just for the sake of discipline, yes, I will be sharing. Oh, sorry, I think I did not show that yesterday. I might forget it today also. So let me, before, yesterday also there were a group of people who were asking me the same question, if I'll be sharing the notes and everything. If I don't share the notes, that will not be fair, guys. Everything is going to be on this drive. Here is the material. So go here. All the theoretical stats and statistical slides and will be in this folder. The Python related folder is here. These are part of the another course, guys. So let's say I'm going to say not part of this course. So see, I can move to, let's say, just take care of this one, new folder. Okay. Cool. Come here. I'm going to move this one. I'm going to move this one to archive there so that there is no confusion. Move. And let's see what else we have. So there is Python, there is a machine learning, there is a computer vision, there is a deep learning, there is a NLP and the chatbot. There's a little bit of Hadoop and Spark here, SQL, and all the data sets are going to be in this folder. These things will have all the code and the slides that I will be showing you and sharing with you. Barsha. Okay. So I think yesterday also some people asked, but I forgot to respond, guys. So just brief introduction one more time, just for the sake of discipline. My name is Navin Oturu. I have over 24 plus years experience in the world of IT and analytics, 10 plus years. I have lived in USA the last 14 years. I'm here in India. And that's a brief introduction about myself, guys. And with that, let's come back here and continue our journey. For any non-technical questions, Nagbabu will be there to help you guys. He will be sharing his information. Please feel free to reach out to him if you need any non-technical information, guys. All the technical information I will be going into. And I think just a quick, I will go a little bit back. So there is my favorite quote from yesterday. And where are we? This course is about the artificial intelligence, data science, and a touch of big data. analytics, guys. For those of you who missed yesterday, this is the main content of the course: Python, machine learning, and deep learning. That is going to be the batting and the bowling of this course called cricket. The Hadoop and Spark is the big data part of it. I will be focusing more on Spark, less on Hadoop. Azure ML, again, we'll be going deep into Azure machine learning. It is machine learning and deep learning on the cloud. The required amount of statistics we will be covering, guys. Python will be going from basics, so you don't need to be a Python programmer. For those of you who are coming from non-Python background, there is also an additional Python class we will be giving you access to. You can also attend that one just to increase your confidence in that one, guys. So that's a brief thing from yesterday. For those of you who missed yesterday, please contact Nagbabu, guys. He will be able to help you get the recording and things like that. So in the interest of everybody, I will be moving on here. If you have any questions, could you please type in the chat window? Could you please try to type in the chat window, guys? It will become easy for me to proceed here and also answer your questions rather than just focus on some people's questions, guys, because there are many other people. Thank you, Mohammed. Okay. So all those guys who are raising the hands, please try to type in your questions, guys. Once I cover a few slides, I will come to them. So let's come back to a little bit of action. Today we are in a revolution. Can you brief us from the beginning? Yeah, Kodeshwara, just try to hang in there, buddy. Data analytics course is available. This is data analytics only, Radhika. This is data analytics. This is big data analytics. This is the data science and the artificial intelligence. So Koteshwar, don't worry about the first class. Just hang in there and I will try to help you. Today we'll talk a little bit about machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence. Yesterday I gave a brief touch of what is data science. So today it is an extension of it. In the coming up days, I will regroup a few of you and one more time I will give you backup sessions. Why companies are not hiring freshers? That is not entirely true, Satish. If you're looking for a cricketer, you cannot hire a Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar is a very expensive player. Sachin Tendulkar is a data scientist who's with senior data scientist, and everybody I do not think can hire a senior data scientist. There are one or two senior data scientists, and they will need a lot of help. To play cricket, you need 11 players. One or two, a captain and a vice captain, are the seniors and the experienced. They will need a lot of help from juniors, mid-level data scientists, and things like that. So it is not true that the freshers are not being given, are not hired. They're being hired and they're being trained in them. If you already know it, you'll have an advantage of it, buddy. That would be my take. We'll talk more. Python is the programming language that we will be using and we'll be learning, and I'll be teaching you, I'll be training you in Python, guys. So let's get started. What happened about 20 years back, it was the age of IT revolution. People who wanted jobs and things like that, they started learning Java and .NET programming, and they were getting into the jobs. That is the age of IT revolution, guys. About 10 years back, it moved to mobile phones and things like that. In other words, there were more opportunities in mobile programming. So people started learning about Android programming, iPhone programming, and things like that. That is called the age of smartphone. Today, we're in the world of data. It is called the world of data revolution or AI revolution. What is it today? People who have an idea about how to work with data. You need to know how to work with data. There is a hammer and a screwdriver. If you need to fix a nail, if you need to fix a nail into a wall, you need to use a hammer. If you need to fix a nail into a door, don't use a hammer but use a screwdriver. What is hammer and screwdriver? Hammer is machine learning, screwdriver is deep learning. If you know how to work with machine learning and deep learning, every domain, every business is trying to understand how to use their data using this hammer and the screwdriver. So it is called the world or the age of data revolution. We are currently in the world of data revolution. Okay, guys, that is why it is important. Whether you're in a telecom, whether you're in a pharmaceutical, whether you're in a financial or an education, everybody is trying to understand how to use AI and ML and deep learning. These are your hammer and screwdriver, guys. Okay, all the domains, all the companies, all the businesses are looking into it. The problem, there's a lot of national gap, or there's a lot of gap for analytical expertise. A lot of people do not know how to use the data with these techniques, guys. That is the problem. There's a lot of shortage of data scientists this year, of course, due to the current situation of corona and things like that. Things have changed a little bit. Otherwise, there's a lot of shortage for data scientists or data professionals, guys, to be more precise. 90% of the clients need expertise, 40% cite lack of talent. In other words, there are few businesses and companies, they're still yet to realize how to use, they're still yet to realize that they can do a lot with data. Some of them have realized it, is what it means. There's a lot of shortage of 83% of data scientists themselves see a lot of shortage. It is the sexiest job of the 21st century. That is not only coming from Google, even the Harvard University calls it as the sexiest job. Today, they're calling it as the most valuable job of the 21st century. It is the number one job in America for the past 2 to 3 years, guys. Okay. So let us go one step deep into what is data science. The heart of data science is machine learning. The heart of AI. AI is artificial intelligence. Think of artificial intelligence like cricket. Data science is like a or more precisely, think of data science like cricket. AI is IPL. Machine learning is learning how to hit the fours in cricket. Deep learning is learning how to hit the sixes in cricket. So, what is machine learning? Okay, any of you here, do you use YouTube, guys? Can you quickly type in yes, please, if you use YouTube? Good, bunch of yeses. Now, imagine you go to YouTube, you search for Shah Rukh Khan. When you search for Shah Rukh Khan, what are some of the recommendations you think you will get in YouTube, guys? Okay, for the sake of simplicity, imagine when you search for Shah Rukh Khan, you get Salman Khan. What is YouTube doing? YouTube is using machine learning to show the recommendations. Whether it is Shah Rukh Khan, whether it is Akshay Kumar, whether it is Katrina, YouTube uses machine learning. Without machine learning, YouTube is not there. As simple as that, guys. Imagine Neha. Neha Soni is one of our participants here. Imagine Neha goes to a supermarket and let's say she purchases bread. Now, imagine all the customers, generally, a customer who purchases bread, a customer like Neha who purchases bread, what do you think will also purchase, guys? What do customers who purchase bread will purchase generally? Okay, good. Jam, milk, and butter. Because you eat bread with jam, you eat bread with butter, you eat bread with milk, and things like that. Okay, but customers are going who go into a supermarket are purchasing diapers ended up purchasing beer. Okay, what is that? That is an example of hidden patterns. What is it? It is something which humans cannot understand. What is it? That is what machines understand. That is what the machine learning has found out. The customers who are purchasing diapers ended up purchasing beer. It is very easy to understand that when customers who purchase bread will purchase butter, jam, egg, butter, cheese, and things like that. But it is not easy for humans to understand that when customers are purchasing diapers, they're purchasing beer. Why? That is what we'll try to understand in our course, how this kind of patterns are coming up. This is an example of hidden pattern. What is that? For business, that is what is knowledge. That is what is code. Business likes to find that kind of knowledge is what it is, guys. Okay, that's a quick example. So what do we do? That is where we'll be learning Python and machine learning. We'll be doing the machine learning and deep learning using Python, guys. We'll learn different kinds of algorithms which will try to help us in identifying patterns like that, guys. I'm sure everybody uses Google. Is there anybody here who does not use Google, guys? Okay, I think without Google, half of the world will stop functioning, or maybe 90% of the businesses in the world will stop functioning, or, a little bit of exaggeration, but I don't think there is anybody who's not using Google. Without machine learning, Google is not there. That is machine learning. What is machine learning? We'll try to understand, but that's an example of a machine learning. As Google is using machine learning in combination of machine learning and the deep learning techniques. Okay, think of data science and AI as the names of cricket and IPL. Machine learning is learning how to hit the fours. Deep learning is how to hit the sixes. What is that? Give me a few minutes. In the coming up slides, I'll try to give you a little bit more clarity. Okay, I'm sure everybody is using Google Maps. We all go from work to home. We all come from home to work. We all can go from home to work or work to home without Google Maps, but we still use Google Maps. Why? Google Maps gives us many tips and suggestions. If there are any roads, any where there's a lot of traffic, it will give us alternate routes. It will give us many possibilities, many alternatives, and things like that. Without Google Maps, also we can come home, we can go to work. But when you come home a few seconds or a few minutes early, you spend the time with your family. No amount of wealth can be compared to that time. What is Google Maps doing? It is helping you come a few seconds to few minutes to your home little early and spend time with your family, which is invaluable. What is Google Maps? Google Maps is using machine learning. What is that? That's machine learning. I'm sure if not today, tomorrow, you'll be going to Naukri's, Monsters, Dice, and other websites, and you'll be applying jobs. What's happening? All these sites, when you search for one job, they're making a lot of recommendations. What is that? That is machine learning. Okay? I'm sure a lot of you guys are taking pictures on your phones. Take your cameras, you try to take your selfies and things like that. What is happening? Face detection. That is machine learning. Cool. What's that? Again, that's what we'll be learning as part of our course, guys. Machine learning is at the heart of global mega trends and innovations. Today, any company which is coming up with new innovations and anything new, creative, what's happening? Machine learning is becoming the foundation. Machine learning is becoming the heart of all these companies. That is why every company, every business is today trying to understand how to use the techniques of machine learning and deep learning in their businesses, guys. Imagine Sheetal is one of our participants here. Sheetal is a kid and he touches fire. When he touches fire, he learns that when you touch fire, your fingers will burn. Let's say Muhammad is another kid. What is Muhammad doing? Muhammad is also looking at Sheetal. Muhammad can learn from Sheetal's experience that when you touch fire, your fingers will burn. Muhammad does not have need to touch the fire to learn that when you touch the fire, fingers will burn. What is that? As humans, we learn from each other's experience. In other words, humans learn from experience. For machines, you give data. What is that? That is machine learning. Machines learn from data. What happens? Actually, machines perform the complex mathematics, statistics, and probabilities. We will learn from it. What is that? That is machine learning. That is a friendly definition of machine learning, guys. Okay. These are in different ways machine learning is used. Machine learning at a slightly high level is nothing but a group of algorithms. That is what we'll be learning as part of this course, guys. Next, let me briefly introduce you to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the new electricity. Is there anybody in the group of participants who does not use electricity in their daily lives, guys? Can you quickly type in a yes? Can you think of any village or city around the world who is not using electricity, guys? Can you quickly type in your answer? Okay, so simply the answer is no. Almost everybody here uses electricity. Without electricity, our lives slow down very much. That is what is happening to AI. We may not know, but we are already using AI. AI is already part of our lives. AI is like the new electricity. AI is everywhere. About 100 years ago, electricity transformed every major industry. About 100 years back, electricity was not there. But when electricity was invented, What happened? Every industry started using. A few years back, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning were not very popular. But today they're becoming very popular. What's happening? Every business, every industry is trying to understand how to use these concepts in their business, guys. AI has advanced to the point where it has the power to transform every major sector in coming years. In other words, every major industry or minor industry will be using AI in the coming up days, guys. So, what is AI? At a high level, we'll call artificial intelligence as the IPL. If data science is the cricket, artificial intelligence is the IPL. Machine learning is learning how to hit the force in the cricket. When when you cannot when the force cannot win, what do you do? Well, you try to hit the sixes. What is that? That is deep learning. When humans fail, what do we do? To do a certain task, what do? You bring in the machines. Machine learning can help. When machine learning fails, you bring in the deep learning. Machine learning is the heart of artificial intelligence. Deep learning is the heart of machine learning, guys. Okay. So in other words, more precisely, deep learning is also a set of group of advanced algorithms is what it is. There is a link from Nagbabu, guys. Please save that link for those of you guys who are interested. That is the Python, additional Python batch also. You can join for free. Please keep that in the mind, guys. Please make a note of that one. And that is Nagbabu's information he will also be sharing. Please feel free to contact him, guys. So back to cricket, back to data science and AI. What is going to happen, guys, in the next 5 years? If any of you are working in the jobs of underwriters, bank tellers, accountants, and taxi drivers, you're going to lose your jobs. I'm sure you guys heard about driverless AI cars and things like that. A lot of work is being done on them. That is being possible because of the machine learning and the deep learning concepts. Without machine learning and deep learning, driverless AI cars is not a possibility or a reality, guys. Okay. So in the next 5 years, these guys are going to lose their jobs. In the next 10 years, if you're a financial analyst, construction worker, or a farmer, you're going to lose your job. Why? AI is going to take over, guys. So, what is that? Is that good? Is that bad? Let's try to understand. What can AI do? University of Nottingham researchers created an AI system that scanned routine medical data to predict which patients would have strokes or heart attacks within the next 10 years. In other words, the University of Nottingham, they came up with an AI system using the techniques of machine learning. The system is predicting in the next 10 years who's going to get a heart attack. If we know in the next 10 years who's going to, imagine if there is a hospital or healthcare industry which knows in the next 10 years who's going to get a heart attack, what can we do, guys? Can anyone, if you give a thought? You know in the next 10 years who's going to get a heart attack. What can we do? What is your answer, guys? Short and sweet, we can help them. If we know somebody is going to get a heart attack, we can call them. What is it? That's what the healthcare institutions do. They will take their patients, they take their data, they're trying to make predictions. Who's going to get what kind of disease? So once they predict them, they're calling them and they're telling them, buddy, you should be careful. There's a likely chance that you might get a heart attack, so you need to slow down, whatever you're doing, whether you work or whatever, and things like that. We can give them suggestions, advices, and precautionary measures. Now imagine we called all the patients and we told them, hey guys, you guys need to be careful, and they're really taking care of everything. What will happen if everybody really takes care of themselves in not getting heart attack, guys? Can you imagine what will happen? Any thoughts? Any answers? What if nobody gets a heart attack? Isn't that a beautiful world, guys? Isn't that a good world, guys? Isn't that a good world to live in, guys? Where people are living healthy. Okay? So that is what artificial intelligence is about. Artificial intelligence is not coming into stool, not coming to steal your jobs. It is coming to create a world like that. Will hospitals close? No. Hospitals will not close, Mohammed. That is a simple thinking. Hospitals will learn how to use AI and make profits. That is what will happen. Can you imagine? Now today, what University of Nottingham is doing is, They're using the same concept. They're trying to predict in the next 10 years who's going to get what kind of disease. Now, what will happen if this successfully predicting in all kinds of diseases who's going to get what will happen, guys? Tough question, isn't it? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to ask you tough questions, but nobody will get any diseases. If everybody is going to take care of their health and nobody is going to get any disease, what will happen? That will be a healthy world. Imagine you're sitting in a .NET or a Java programming class. Have you ever imagined a world where the people do not have, where the people do not have any diseases and we're living in a healthy world, guys? Do you think you imagine a world like that? That is why data science and artificial intelligence is being called as the sexiest job of the 21st century. It is a very innovative and a creative field, guys. Now, if nobody, so what is going to happen? The common man's thinking is all the hospitals will close. No. What is happening is hospitals are using AI to understand who's going to get a disease and they're going to help them upfront. Before you get the disease, we will help you. That is how hospitals are going to help. If we, if everybody, if the entire world is going to be healthy, what is going to happen, guys? If everybody is healthy, what will happen, guys? Can you imagine what will happen to the world if everybody is healthy? We will all be happy. We don't have to, we will all not think, hey, we all have to make $1 million or $1 billion and keep that $1 million or $1 billion in your bank accounts to be happy. You can just be happy without even making millions or billions of dollars. Why? Because everybody is healthy, everybody is happy. That is what is artificial intelligence about. It is not coming in to steal your jobs. It is coming in to make our lives better. That's an example, guys. So some good answers coming up. Keep that up. So take a look at this. Imagine uh, a physician or a eye doctor is looking at taking a very sophisticated microscope and is looking at the patient of an eye. It seems when an eye physician looks at the eye of a patient, he or she is able to recognize 2 to 3 diseases. Using the techniques of machine learning, they are detecting 50 diseases in the eye when they look at an eye. What is that? That is what an AI can do. Okay. Now take a look at this, guys. How many of you guys are into exercises, sports, and games, guys? Can you quickly type in yes? Any of you are into the world of exercises, sports, and games on a daily basis? Barsha. There's one guy, only one guy. Really? You guys don't? Neha, very good. Maulik. Okay. So take a look at this, guys. This is what exercises do to your brain. If you're at home, try to give this asana yoga technique or whatever it is. I'm trying at my home. So let me bring this up, guys. Let me come back here. Bring this up. Let's go here. Show up my face here. It's computer vision, right? Let me bring this down here. Give me one moment. One more time. Come here. Come here. Not this one. Say, go back here. Let's try this one. Let's try, here we go. Scroll up a little bit. Come here. Let's try this one. Let's say run this one. Give it a moment. Let's see if something comes up. Let's see. There you go. Gentlemen, ladies, good morning. That's KCR's Namaste. This is Jagan's Namaste. And who else is there? That is Chandrababu Naidu. How does Modi say, guys? Do I look like Modi? I haven't been because not much going out. That is me. That is your instructor. Okay, guys. Hope you guys are all having some fun there. But what I wanted to show you was, let me come back here. If you're looking at my slide, okay, I'm going to give that a try. Okay, so let me come back here. Okay, take a look at this, guys. Can you see me, guys? Now try the reverse. I'm going to try the reverse. Let's see if we can reach that. That's a tough one. I hope I'm fit and healthy. Thank you. Thank you, Barsh. I'm looking young. Okay, good, buddy. Thank you, buddy. So, gentlemen, ladies, I'll stop my video now for a moment. Let me close this one. Let me quit this one. Okay. So, if you guys are into for sports and things like that, guys, here's what is going. Healthy Modi, good one. I like that. So, take a look at this, guys. If exercises were a drug, we would say its benefits were too good to be true. Not only does it keep us healthy and help us live longer, it makes us smarter and happier too. Working out can enhance memory, speed up reaction times, improve attention, and alleviate depression. In other words, the gist of this is what it is suggesting is it seems exercises, sports, and games, and yoga. You can also include yoga, guys. These are so good, they are like super medicine. They are not food, they are not medicine, they are super food and super medicine. People take a lot of illegal drugs to get a lot of pleasure, false pleasure, which is very damaging. It seems when you play sports, when you're into exercises, games, and yoga, you're experiencing super pleasure. Keep that in the mind. What is this? This is the story of the data. They have taken a lot of data. All the people who are into these activities on a daily basis, they are already experiencing what is called super pleasure. What are we doing is we are taking all our kids, we are putting them in schools and colleges, and we are not letting them play. I think we need to stop that. We need to start advising our families not to do that. We should make our kids play more, exercise more, play games more, do yoga more, and things like that. Those should become the part of the lives and things like that. We should start spreading the message. What is that? That is data science. This is the story of the data. This has come out from the study of the data, is what it is, guys. Okay, so that's just a friendly touch of it. Another example in Google, when Google conducted a study recently to determine whether the company was underpaying women and members of minority groups. What happened was, it seems Google, there was a court case filed in Google saying that they were paying less to women and minority groups. Okay, a suit was filed. What happened? Well, Google wanted to, oops, sorry about that. Google wanted to prove that wrong. So what did they do? They took their data, they took the salaries of all the employees and they analyzed them. And what did they found? The study led to the surprise of just about everyone. Their study revealed that men were paid less money than women for doing similar work. It was not women who were being paid less, but when they analyzed the data, they found out the men were being paid less. The study led Google to increase the pay of its male employees to fight this blatant discrimination. So they thought the discrimination was against women and minorities, but the analysis revealed it was the men who were getting discriminated, guys. So that is the study of data. And what is happening is, gentlemen, ladies, if you're watching this one, what's that? Well, that is basketball game. There's our beloved Kobe Bryant. He passed away recently and things like that. AI, machine learning, deep learning are becoming the fundamentals of each and every business and domain. What's happening here? They're passing the ball, they're catching the ball, they're shooting the ball in the game of basketball. What are they? They are fundamentals. Today, no matter whether you're a fresher, you're not a fresher, or whatever you are, if you know machine learning and deep learning, you know how to pass the ball, you know how to catch the ball, you know how to shoot the ball. What can you do? They will take you in to play the game. Everybody with me so far, guys? Can you give me a quick yes, please? Are you with me? Are you able to follow me? Cool. So the next thing, so that is where in the world of artificial intelligence, we will generally be talking about machine learning and deep learning. Let's talk a little bit about deep learning, guys. Take a look at this one. What is happening is, here is a person. You look from the front, it looks like somebody is looking at the side. If you look from the side, it looks like as if somebody is looking in the front. What is it? It's a slightly deep one. There's a lot of depth in that image, and Sometimes it might be confusing for some people and so on. Take a look at this, guys. Now I'm going to ask you to type in a few questions. Can any one of you type in what you see, guys? What you see in this image? Can you quickly type in, please? It's a slightly tough question, but a friendly question. I don't mean to quiz you. An old lady. Okay, how about any others? Do any of you see anybody, anything else here? Old lady and a young girl. Ah, Molik. Molik sees a young girl. That is, she's women, okay, body's face. But whenever people say they see a young girl, that really catches my attention. Leaves on her head, young girl. Ah, good to know, guys. Okay, so let's try to dig a little bit deep into it. Here is the old lady. This whole thing, yeah, at a simpler level, I'll say my eyes are always catching the pattern of the old lady. For some reason, there are some people, guys, they catch this one. Their eyes catch this pattern. They say, they explain that this is where there is a young girl, a woman, who's looking sideways, and this is her chin, this is her ears, and things like that. This is her nose, and things like that. And what happens is, this is a pattern. Even today, I've been looking at this pattern for a couple of years. Even today, my eyes do not catch this pattern. Okay, some people catch them. Some people, they say, hey, here are some mountains, valleys. Some say there's a crow here. There is, a big feather there. There is another bird here, and things like that. So what is this? That is the problem with humans. Humans don't catch all the patterns. Okay, that's where the deep learning comes to our rescue. Deep learning catches all the pattern. This is how deep learning, this is how the if we come back to the example of the eye doctor or the eye physician, a human eye, a human uh, may be able to recognize only 2 or 3 diseases in the eye, but when you give it to the machines using the algorithms, they are able to detect up to 50 diseases, guys. So take a look at this. Some of you are seeing rabbit, some of you are seeing a duck. What is that? That's another example. Now take a look at this. Let's see what your answers are. What do you see, guys? That's a tough question. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to ask you. Two-faced lady. Ah, good one there. Okay, good answer, Mohammed. More precisely, that's a pretty lady. There's no question about that. But if you look at it for a long time, your eyes will start blurring or your eyes will start hurting. That's where the deep learning comes to rescue. When humans fail, bring in machine learning, bring in deep learning. They will help us in identifying the patterns. These are some of the projects that we'll be doing. These are some of the concepts that we will be learning as part of our course. Okay, let's go one step. That is what companies need from you. Companies need those people who have an idea how to work with this kind of data, who have an idea how to use this kind of techniques on their data. That is what they are looking for. Okay, now for a moment, let me come back here. There's a big question from Vyas here. When we say ML and AI, machines will automatically try to learn the things right. That is true. Machines will do the complex mathematics, statistics, and probability. Humans will learn, that is machine learning. So machines are doing the complex thing. Remember, when you drive a car, what is happening is the petrol is getting converted to electricity. But for you, you don't care, you don't worry about it. You go from home to work and you come back from work to home, right? So what is petrol getting converted to electricity? That is where the complex mathematics, statistics, and probability is happening. Okay, buddy, what do you do? Well, you don't have to worry about it, but the machines do the complex part, you do the sexy part, you do the romantic part, you do the most valuable part. What is that? That is the learning part of it. Okay, when you say, he is also asking, when you say for machine can only detect 50 problems for which data is provided. What about the one for which the data is not provided? Good answer. More precisely, without data, data is the foundation. Without foundation, you cannot build a house. Without data, you cannot do analytics. Of course, there are alternatives. You simulate the data and things like that. But that's a deeper discussion we ask. Short answer, you need the data. The world is about the data and everybody has data today, buddy. Okay. And If it can detect the 51, then how can we say, okay, no, I mean, Vyas, I think those two questions are, those two are the answers, buddy. Let's not over do it. It's too early. But hopefully that helps you, Vyas. Let me know. So let's come back here. There it is. These are all the projects that we'll be doing, guys. We'll be learning the deep learning techniques to recognize what is a cat versus a dog. If you know how to use an algorithm, how to detect a cat versus dog, you can do a lot of things. Okay, just like the way we can use a similar kind of algorithms in detecting who has COVID versus who does not have COVID. The concept is same, but the data is different. In other words, if you know how to drive an ambassador car, you can drive a BMW or a Benz. If you know if you know how to use the algorithms, you can use them on different kinds of data. You can use the same algorithm in detecting the x-rays of different people and identify who are the people who have COVID, who are infected with COVID. Okay, now here are a few more things what an AI can do. These are the United Nations goals, sustainable development goals. They're using artificial intelligence in achieving these goals. No poverty. Imagine a world with no poverty. Even if you're able to imagine a world with no poverty, that will be like a heaven where where nobody is poor, everybody has enough, and things like that. What is that? That is artificial intelligence. Again, AI is not coming in to steal your jobs. AI is coming in to help us. How does it help? All these goals, they're using AI. What does it mean? This is a needle in the haystack. What is the problem? It is not easy to find a needle in the haystack. What happens? Well, that is what the algorithms do. They will help you identify the needle in the haystack. Imagine there is a person in around the world. Imagine there's a person with maybe a very um, they're a group of people with a particular disease. Maybe they're all the COVID affected patients. What can we do? Using machine learning, using artificial intelligence techniques, we are able to identify who has the chances, who are the probabilities of getting COVID or any disease. Who is a very poor guy, who is in need of things, who is starving today, which is a country, which is a city, which is a town. What are they? They are taking the help of artificial intelligence in achieving all these goals, guys. So that's where we'll be learning some of the deep learning concepts. That is the reason why it is called the sexiest job of the 21st century. And remember, it is being termed like that by Harvard, guys. Harvard is the IITs of the IITs of the world. Okay, so that's uh, that's a little bit about AI. And then let's see. Okay, let me also make a little bit progress here. So take a look at this. Here is Nadia. She's a Nobel Prize winner. What are we doing as well? We're taking a detection. We're detecting her face. And what is that? That is called face detection. This is called eye detection. Take a look at this. There are many people here, and I'm sure. Can anyone of you recognize the most popular guy in here, guys? Can anyone of you recognize the most popular guy here in here? These are all a group of the most valuable or the most popular Nobel Prize winners, and there's our beloved Einstein. Now there is a problem here, guys. Can anyone of you take a guess what is the problem here, guys? In this picture, what is the problem? It's a slightly tough question, but in a friendly way. Turn to the other direction. In other words, we are not able to detect the face of this guy who's looking in the sideways. So what is the problem, guys? Well, these are the kind of projects you will be working on. This is where we use computer vision to fix. In other words, the projects that you will work as a data scientist or an AI professional will be something like this. They're able to detect every face, but they're not able to do a guy who's looking in the sideways. They will ask you to fix this one. This is, again, some of the things that we will be learning during our course. And here is, in Russia, there are a group of cars, a picture taken during uh, sometime during evening and things like that. What are we doing? We're detecting the nameplate. Then we can detect the numbers. We can detect read the numbers. What is this? This is called masking, license plate detection. If we understand certain concepts, we can use these concepts globally in many, many domains, guys. Take a look at this. If you look at this, these guys, poachers, What are they doing? There's our beloved elephants and things like that. Lots of poaching going on in Africa. What are they doing? They are using computer vision to identify the poachers when they are approaching certain areas. And what are they doing? They're helping save the animals. What is that? That is computer vision. Okay, that is what those are some other techniques that we'll be learning. So take a look at this. Let me see if I can give you a quick example. Come back here. Let's see, take a look at this, guys. I'm going to run this one. Again, I'm going to show you my face here. Let's give it a moment. Let's see if it comes up. And now take a look at this, guys. Now take a look at this. That's me. One more time in color. Okay. Now take a look at this. I'm going to move a little bit here. I'm coming a little bit, let's say, close there. And let's say I'm moving back here. Now there is a small problem in this effort of what I'm doing, guys. As I'm moving around, there is a small problem. Can any one of you take a guess what is the problem in this one, guys? What do you think is the problem I'm trying to convey? It's a slightly tough question, but in a friendly way. What do you think is the problem? Imagine you're taking your selfie like this. Okay, you have your, what is that? You have your, what's happening? It's not moving, as simple as that, right? So what is that? Those are the kind of problems that you'll be working on. So let's see, let me quit this one. Let's see if we can do a little bit of playing around and take care of that. So short answer, it was not detecting my face. Now take a look at this. There's a face. There's my face. Now take a look at this. One here, two here. Now take a look at this. I move. Notice it's not moving. Here's the face of Baba. Let's play a little bit with the divine. Okay. Now I don't think I can move Baba there. Some people say I'm looking like Baba, guys. How about that? Huh? Just kidding. Uh, so in other words, what's that, guys? Here, this is called static drawing. You can draw. But when you take your selfie, what is happening, guys? It is not static drawing. It is called real-time drawing. Okay, actually, this is dynamic drawing. What I'm doing right now is I'm drawing it dynamically. Okay, but let's see if I can quit this one. Try another one. Give it a moment. Oh, there you go. Now take a look at this, guys. Notice this, it's not only recognizing my face, but it looks like it was for a moment, it was also recognizing Baba's face. Let me move a little bit here. Notice it recognizes me, and now it lost it. Okay, in real world, you will be asked to fix that problem. Even if a guy is hiding, let's say I'm hiding here, somebody, your business or your users, your customers will say, can you fix that? Can you fix that? Even if he's trying to hide, I want to catch him. Okay, notice this, I'm moving. Now let me come a little bit close. Notice there is also some over here. If you're able to, it's catching something. There's some pictures here, but again, Kalyanam pictures here, but the faces are too small. It's not catching. Let me move back a little bit. Let me come a little bit close. So hopefully you got a good look at me, how your instructor is going to look like this. And it looks like somebody is asking, is this an online course? Yes, guys. It's going to be online. So it's going to be 3 months course. Every day, 1 to 1.5 hours uh, during Monday to Saturdays. Cool. And now it is. So now what is that? That is called face detection. These are the kind of techniques that they are using in poaching and things like that. Just like it is able to detect my face. If you show it any other video, they are deploying the videos in the forests of Africa. Whenever the people movement is there, the face is detected. You can make the alerts go. When the alerts go, those people will run away because the security will come into the picture and they are saving the animals in Africa. That is the story of computer vision. Okay, guys, this is just to give you an idea. There are a lot of techniques. Computer vision is one of the longest topics that I will be taking for you in the coming up days, guys. These are the techniques that we'll be learning. Gentlemen, ladies, that is what companies are looking from you. That's what companies want. They want people who have an idea how to work with this kind of techniques and tricks and tips, guys. Okay. Fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. What is the gist of this saying, guys? Do you know, if you recall, what is the gist of this saying? In a friendly way. What is the meaning? What is Bruce Lee trying to convey here? No answers? Really? I love that saying, guys. Practice. I will teach you cricket, but you need to practice. Practice is more important. Practice is very important. Practice is what makes you perfect, guys. Okay? That's what it is. What you should do. We are all trying to stay home. We are trying to stay safe and things like that. Try to add learning into your life. Learn these concepts. These are becoming the fundamentals. Remember, pass, catch, and shoot. If you do, invest a little bit money, invest a little bit of time, invest a little bit of effort, that will be the best investment for your, and you will be making the best out of your life. Okay? So what should you do? You should believe in yourself, is what I'm trying to convey here. Let me see. Okay? I think that is the second part of it, guys. The third part of it, I'm probably going to be saving it for tomorrow. I want to leave a few minutes for a few questions and things like that, guys. So it's question time. Any recommendations to read a book which is in your bookshelf? Oh, okay, my bookshelf you've been looking at. Okay, that's those are all my dad's books, buddy. But any of the O'Reilly publications, they're good. Who's that? Barsha Dash Dash, and things like that. Good. Keep it up, buddy. I'm generally a philosophical guy, so you may you may also want to read some philosophical books also. That will also be good. But O'Reilly publications for any of the data science, artificial intelligence related things, buddy. So, gentlemen, ladies, any questions, guys? Is live streamed on YouTube? Oh, I see. I see. I did not know about that, buddy. For freshers in India and USA. For freshers salary, yeah? Well, it depends on you, buddy. If you put reasonable projects in your thing, they don't mind giving you more money. There is no question about it. Um, but on an average, 6 to 9 lakhs is generally what is being projected. But if you can demonstrate your knowledge, you can get even more higher. All those materials. That is what I have showed you in the first thing, guys. All this material, I'll be sharing it here. There's the machine learning, there's the computer vision, deep learning, chatbot, and that's the Python stuff. That is the stats and slides, statistics and things like that. From Monday onwards, we'll be starting the actual formal session, guys. And let me give you a few more minutes. Share the link. I mean, during these classes, I'll share the link, Srikant. I cannot share it now, or guys will get angry. Oh, that's another example. Notice it's detecting the eyes, it's detecting the face, different kids. It's not only one face, but faces from all over the world. There's a few kids. While you have any questions, feel free to refer to that one. Any specific configuration? Jakir, about 8 GB RAM, buddy. If it's not too much for you, even 4 GB will work, 6 GB will work, but things will be a little bit slow. If you're able to work with 16 GB, I'm sorry, 8 GB at least, that will be good. Okay, Mohammed, there's my number in case you need to reach me. Uh, just give me some time. If you're sending me a WhatsApp message, I may take a little bit time in responding. I may not right away respond. And let's see, any more questions, guys? Tomorrow also I'll give you a general introduction of some of the general topics and things like that. And then from Monday onwards, we'll be taking a break on this Saturday and Sunday. So please plan up. I think they will allow you to sit in the classes for a few days, and we'll get started with Python, learning the basics of Python, and we'll go from there, guys. Okay. Between machine learning and deep learning. Deep learning is a set of advanced algorithms of machine learning. It's the heart of machine learning, is what is a friendly answer, Srikant, but it's a group of advanced algorithms. Advanced machine learning algorithms are being referred. They work like brain, they simulate a brain. Those are the technical details we'll learn in the coming up days. Class timing is roughly going to be 9:15 to 10:45, guys. Certification, yes. Once you do the course, all the certifications will also become easy, Yogendra. You can definitely attend those certifications also. They'll become more easy for you because you'll have a good grip of these concepts. We'll be using Python is going to be the primary thing. Then we'll be using the cloud, a little bit of cloud machine learning, and we'll be using Jupyter notebooks and Spider, Barsha. Is certification a must? No. Whether it is IBM, Microsoft, or anything, the certification is not a must. What is must is you have the knowledge of it. As simple as that. When I interview anybody, I'm not looking for their certifications. I'm just looking, are they good at their subject or not? When you go, imagine you're a cricketer and you want to select a cricketer, you will select a guy who knows the batting and the bowling. Whether he has learnt at Sachin Tendulkar or whether he has learnt on a common playground is secondary. Mechanical engineer being mechanical engineering to teaching, absolutely. It is not the good move. It will be a very very good move, Koteshwar Rao. Okay, buddy. Your thinking will change. You can use a lot of AI concepts in the world of mechanical engineering. If you remember our example of how we use the cat and dog, I've shown you a picture of a cat and a dog. We can use that kind of concepts in mechanical engineering world, where we use the algorithms to detect the machines if they have a crack or not. That will be a very very big and a useful program, Koteshwar Rao. ML or DL or data science. It is going to be diploma in data science, AI and big data, Sheetal. About 15 to 20 case studies. More than that, Vishnu will be doing. Those are like projects. Those are some of them that I've been showing are some of them only. 15 to 20, Sheetal, case studies. Barsha, same question, buddy. Pandas, NumPy are not the advanced. These are the basics of this course, Jakir. And we will start with them. Those are going to be the foundations of our course. Okay, buddy? You'll become very good at them. Try Splunk. Splunk is very high level, buddy. You're going to be Splunk is more of a GUI tool. You can of course write some scripts in that. Splunk will become super easy if you learn these concepts, if you have an idea of these concepts. Okay. Run this one. Let's see what comes up. Okay, guys. For today, let me see if this is bringing up anything or if there's an issue here. Ah, there you go. Something is coming up. A few more techniques there. There's my edge detection. That is called edge detection. This is me. Gentlemen, ladies. For today, this is a brief and a quick overview of what we are going to be learning and things like that, guys. And if you're still able to see my screen, let me come back here. This is the spreadsheet that I'm going to be passing on to Nagbabu. Nagbabu will be sharing. This is the contents of the course: machine learning, deep learning, Flask, and things like that. Plotly and things like that, statistics and so on, guys. Okay, so we'll be covering statistics and mathematics, whatever is required. We'll be covering as part. I will be covering it, guys. Part of this one. Backup classes and things like that here and there. If you miss, I will ask you to join another. Pardon me. Join another batch, guys. That way you can catch up. Real-time projects, yes, absolutely. All these are real-time projects, guys. These will help you in working with real-time projects. Otherwise, there's no use of this course. So you'll be able to work on real-time projects. You'll be capable of working on real-time projects. You'll be capable of helping the people in the real world. Okay, guys. Excel concepts. Excel is like a bullock cart. When you learn Python, Chinmahanand. Bhasha. Chinna Mahamat. Bhasha. Well, good name there. Taking a little bit of time, but Excel again. Um, you can learn Excel by yourself, buddy. What I'm trying to convey is we are learning. What I'm teaching you is a scooter, a car, a helicopter, which is machine learning, a rocket, which is a deep learning. What you're asking me is, can we learn bullock cart? Is what it is. We're going to learn more sophisticated tools, buddy. Short answer, if that helps you. Python is not having a market value. No, if the people they are into the world of data analytics, artificial intelligence, Python is the default. Python is a Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, nobody will use Java and .NET when you're in the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning and deep learning. Python is Harshit. I don't know where you heard about that. Rakesh, please contact Nagbabu for that question, buddy. Okay. Okay, guys, gentlemen, ladies. Today, I hope it was a little bit helpful, and tomorrow also will continue. I'll try to give you some general introduction of some of the concepts and things like that. So, for those of you who missed yesterday's class, please contact Nagbabu, guys. Um, how many classes for machine learning? In the total 3 month course, roughly 2.5 months is going to be machine learning, buddy. I will be taking a little bit of Python, a little bit of machine learning on a daily basis. So it's going to be 2.5 months completely. The first 2 to 3 weeks, I'll give you a little bit of introduction of Python, then we'll get jump into the world of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, and natural language processing. Mihir, okay, buddy? Okay. So, gentlemen, ladies, again, for today, I'll stop it here. This is a good course, whether here or somewhere else, definitely take it. They are becoming the fundamentals. It will be helpful for you. They'll be helpful throughout your lifetime and things like that. Course content, give a kind of overview tomorrow. Okay, yeah, good one, Vyas. Just give me a quick reminder and I'll be able to do that. And I think Surendra, I think 123029. When you send me a message, just give me a little bit of time, guys, because I'm also into some meetings and things like that. I cannot respond immediately. So just give me a little bit of time if you're trying to reach me or send me a message. So for today, allow me to sign off here, guys. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do take the course if time permits. Invest in money. It is the best. Invest in knowledge. It is the best investment. With that, goodbye, guys. Signing off for today. Nagbabu will be here in case you have any non-technical questions. Why negative image? That is called edge detection. These are the kind of concepts which are used in driverless cars, the edge detection and things like that. Those are the things I'll teach you in detail during our classes. Who's that? That's a good question. Pragnadeep Mohanty. Good, buddy. Keep it up. Okay, gentlemen, ladies, Nagbabu will be there. Good luck to you all. And we'll continue the journey tomorrow. Stay safe. Keep learning. Stay healthy. Keep learning. And signing off for today. Thank you and bye for now. Bye, guys.